Ollie from Northside has a question about updates.
Well, they're on this old home that he bought, and he has done just a bunch of improvements. Ollie writes that I made a lot of changes.
Yet, no, but he's working on it.
It's a work in progress.
No, it's okay.
Or maybe he likes to look at Tyvek. I don't know.
Tyvek's good.
Okay. Anyway, he says, I made a lot of changes, all new PEX plumbing, he says, replaced the aluminum wiring, and now he's come to insulation. And he wants to know, what's the best way to insulate? He says, I'm considering radiant barrier with blown-in insulation, or a rollout fiberglass and foam for the attic and walls. What do you say about that one?
First off, no foam. Stay away from foam if it's here in this part of the country. Secondly, formaldehyde-free fiberglass. I've been touting it since it was invented. I want to say maybe 1999, 2000, the formaldehyde-free products. Mm-hmm. Before that, they did have formaldehyde in there. But fiberglass is always the way to go. It's less expensive, it holds its shape, and you're going to get a greater payback on it. Radiant barrier, absolutely. That goes with the blown-in. If you want to do blown-in, fine. Or if you want to do, if it's in the attic, we call them blankets. If it's in the walls, because they come in certain heights, like 8 foot, 9 foot, and 10 foot, we call them bats with 2 T's. But as far as that goes, fiberglass, radiant barrier, if it looked like a flat roof, so I don't think you can get much ventilation in it. So tighten it up real nice and tight.
It's certainly not a great,
Let me see.
Not a real good slope to it anyway.
No. So if you either ventilate it like you would with a big attic, or you close it up. Close it up all
Easy
the way.
now. Easy,
I'm
soldier.
sorry.
Okay.
I'll talk with my hands. As far as that goes, you close it up all the way. In this case, close it up all the way. Radiant barrier, fiberglass insulation, and put your money somewhere else when it comes to high upgrades, like air conditioning
now,
system.
he's got another question for you, too, while we're at it here. See that fine-looking Tyvek? That's a room addition he's put onto this place.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And he says, what's better for the addition, he asks, stucco or Hardie, James Hardie siding? He says, the rest of the house is Acme brick. And I like stucco, but he says people are telling him stucco's not good for Houston.
Stucco's fine. You have to paint it. People think stucco's maintenance free.
Yeah.
No, you got to paint it. Hardie would probably be much more maintenance free, but you still have to paint it to make it look good. But if you didn't paint it and it didn't look good, it's still going to be fine, which is really cool about the product, because some people get lazy, say, I'll paint next year, maybe the year after. But with stucco, if you don't keep it painted and you get those hairline cracks, the expanded wire behind it that holds it to the house starts to rust, and then you get bigger problems. So maintenance-wise, Hardie's better. But you know what? You've got to make your house look good. As long as you maintain it and it looks good, you like stucco better than Hardie, Hardie better than stucco, brick, whatever. It's your choice.
I think the least maintenance choice, though, would be the Hardie.
Oh, I just said it. Yeah. It's really over stucco or even brick, even though brick doesn't have maintenance, but they both need to be cleaned. Mm-hmm. And so that's where our sponsors, Clean and Green Solutions, come in. You got to clean the outside of your house just like you change your sheets.
I got a buddy of mine that has a stucco place up in Austin.
Yeah.
And he has this ivy growing up the side of stucco. Every time I see that, I go, you just have no idea the pain and hurt that's coming your way.
And the stucco will be destroyed. But people say, well, in England, it looks so wonderful.
Well,
England, they have brick walls this thick.
The houses are made of rocks over there, aren't they?
Yeah, so they don't have veneer like we have here.
Right.
Be careful.
Right. But there's no veneer on our answers for you. They're solid through and through. When you send us your questions to homeshowradio.com, use the Ask Tom form to send it to us. We'll answer it like these videos over here. Subscribe and click our bell, and we'll ring yours when we post a new one.